Oh, all right. Hello, Joanna Golden.
It's awful. It's terrible. It's an emergency.
Oh, what's wrong?
I just got robbed. You're a
Oh,
therapist, right? You're supposed to make people
yeah.
feel better after they get attacked, right?
Yeah?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
It's
I'm
so awful.
sorry. Have you talked to the police yet? Or did you just get
Oh,
robbed?
what? I just got robbed. Like I don't know about like a minute or two ago.
Oh,
I don't
oh.
know. It's
You're pretty quick on the draw and calling a
yeah, I know.
therapist
I'm
then.
immediately yeah. I need therapy because I need to get over this. This is terrible. You have a
Okay.
car?
Do you need a ride?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I was
Oh,
gonna give you
oh,
one.
okay. You're good.
No, no,
Oh,
someone
okay.
was offering me a ride. No, no.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you have a car?
No.
Oh, god damn it. This is terrible. This
I
is an
don't get
emergency.
paid.
I think I need therapy.
But I don't get paid anything. I
Really? They don't pay you?
Yeah, no. I don't get paid at all.
Oh, shit. Do you need the therapy?
No, no, I'm fine. I'm living off of whatever.
Oh, okay.
But listen, where
Actually,
are you?
legitimately, I might actually want some therapy.
What? Before was it legitimate?
Well, I actually,
Wait.
was thinking about calling you anyway, so I had an excuse now
Oh,
because, I got robbed. So I'm just like, okay, well, hey, I got robbed, so I'm emotionally damaged now. So now I have an excuse.
oh. You don't
Is
have to.
that is that
You don't have
bad?
to wait for that just to talk to someone. That seems
Oh,
not that great.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's huh. I thought you had to wait until something
No,
terrible
no.
happened, and then they took my knife. They took my knife from me. It's
Oh.
it's it's it's, it's horrendous. I had no money on me, so they didn't actually take much of anything. If I'm being
Oh, well
completely
then,
honest.
how emotionally damaging is it?
Honestly, not very. Actually, I actually feel I feel great. Actually, I feel great after having been
What?
robbed. I feel pretty good.
What?
You ever been
What?
robbed before?
No?
Well, it's kind of
Or no?
interesting because
I
like
mean, I have been. God, you caught me
oh
off guard
really?
with that
Oh
question. I'm sorry. You're
yeah,
just.
I hit you in the feels there, didn't I?
Yeah, I just. You're. You're giving me emotional whiplash here. I'm gonna be honest.
That's not how this works, is it? I mean, I'm
I
not the
mean,
one who should be giving you emotional whiplash. You should be giving me emotional whiplash. Isn't that
well, I
like?
mean, you got to explain your problems to me.
Oh, okay. Well, I can explain my problems to you. Actually, I just have to. Where are you at?
I'm at Legion Square right now.
You're at Legion Square. Wait, are you? What, are you? Are you busy? Huh? Are
No,
you
I'm
busy?
not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I could go to Legion Square. I could
Okay.
go to Legion Square to have a therapy session or something. I don't
All
know.
right.
Listen, I've been talking to like every therapist that I meet, and like
Oh.
and I'm just trying to get the lay of the land when it comes down to therapists. I want to see how they all are. Are you good? Are you a
Okay. Are
good
you like
therapist?
a therapist audit?
You could, yeah, something like that, something like that.
Oh.
Wait, where is Legion Square? What? I don't even know where anything
What?
is. What is this place? Who are you?
What?
What is going on here?
Are
Oh
you
wait,
okay?
that's a good question. I've been asking myself that question for a very, very, very long time. But here we are.
Okay.
So Legion Square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will maybe find it.
It.
Don't leave! Don't leave!
What?
Don't leave there! Please!
I'm not leaving.
Okay, I'll be there soon.
Okay. Bye.
Love ya!
What? What the fuck? Is that? That's definitely Mr. West's voice, but did he act like Smiley? That was. That felt not like Smiley at all. What? What the fuck? I am. Chat, I am not equipped to handle this right now. I didn't expect to be into No Pixel this early, and I'm still feeling the effects of the gummy I took. Like 2 hours ago. No, 2.5 hours ago. I am not prepared for this. Oh, God. I am feeling it. I could not handle that conversation. That was the weirdest conversation. Ooh. I'm scared of British people. What? Hmm. Whew. Alright. I don't know how long it's gonna take for him to get here. My glasses. Oh, dear Lord. Oh? What? What you tested out of, wait, in EMS? Like, did you test out of being a trainee? Is that? Strimstram? What? What? Oh, you mean tested out like... God, I'm too high right now. Ignore everything. I am too high right now. Strimstram. You did stream? Ooh. Hell yeah. Well, now I need to follow you. Come on, let me follow you. Wait, am I already following you? No, no. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. There we go. Woohoo! Wait, someone's following me. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. What kind of an impression am I making? Impression am I making?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm alright.
Are you, Johanna?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Thought you would recognize my voice.
Hmm.
I don't think I sound that different over the phone, do I?
Well, just wanted to be sure. Just wanted to be sure. That's all. You, do you know who I am?
Nope.
Hmm.
That's from 5 years ago. It's been a long 5 years.
Yeah. We might have met, once 5 years ago.
Mm.
Actually, probably more like 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh god, you're really asking me to stretch my memory far back.
You met me in prison.
Oh. Oh.
I had a lot more scars back then.
I see, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
My name's Kenneth. Just for
Yeah, yeah.
reintroductions. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. And you're out of prison.
I am. I am out of prison.
Hmm.
And you're not in prison. Not that you ever were in prison. You ever been to
No.
prison?
What? No.
Hmm. You want to know the funny thing about prison? Prison is like, you think about, all those things like stabbing and, Molotov cocktails,
Yeah.
gang warfare and things like that. But you want to know the actual truth about prison? The worst thing about
Sure.
prison isn't any of those things. The worst thing about prison is the boredom.
Hmm.
That's the worst thing about prison.
Sure you haven't had enough excitement in your life?
Well, when it's suddenly taken from you for a very long time, you kind of start to reevaluate things, I suppose. Anyway, I
Hmm.
actually do kind of want to have a therapy session, if
All
you're
right.
available for one.
Sure.
Yeah, let's
Can we stay in view
do
of the
you not
street?
want to go further in?
No. I don't. I mean, Pixie would yell at me if I did something stupid, okay? And she's scary. I'm more scared of her than I
Really?
am of you.
Okay. Well, if you're more scared of her than you are of me, then we could go deeper in.
But no, but she's really scary, so she would yell at me if I went in deeper with you.
Hmm. Right. 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 Okay. What about the bridge right there? How about the bridge at
Sure.
the very least?
I feel like it would be an idiotic thing to do, even if I know OC that he isn't
Because
doing any of that stuff
listen,
anymore.
I have the right to doctor-patient confidentiality, do I not?
I mean, yeah, but
Listen, we'll go this far. How about that?
alright. I mean, I guess you did say you just got your knife robbed from you.
I did. So if I wanted to stab you, I can't now.
Yeah, that is true. Or, I mean, you could have just bought another knife.
I could have, I guess. Hey, I mean, if you want, you could check me.
No.
Hmm. So, like, you're a therapist and shit?
Yep.
Aren't you, like, a
Pixie would.
caretaker or something?
Yep. I was.
Is
And
that, like,
a
the
lot of
same
what I
thing?
did was therapy back then. People would just call me for therapy.
I
Pixie
see.
Barry,
I
that name.
see.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, like, what's your interest in therapy?
I like helping people. It's kind of my thing. Kind of been my whole life.
Hmm.
And I figured, I was good at giving people advice. The first person I gave therapy to was Brett Maxwell. And it kind of didn't really do a good job there. I don't think.
I wouldn't say that.
But I mean, I
Not
guess he's
entirely.
far away from here now.
He was here recently.
What? He came back?
Yeah.
God damn it. I was
He's
hoping he would
married.
just be far away.
You were hoping he'd be far away?
Yeah. Do you know that this
Wow.
city fucks with people?
I mean,
If you
true,
could get
it
far away
does.
from here and certain people's influence, it would be monumentally better for him.
You could make that argument for most people in this city. Like,
Yeah,
why do they
yeah.
keep coming back here? Why do people come here? Why do people live here? This is a terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people trying to fix this place?
For some people, it's home.
Exactly. It's home. That's why people come back. And there's somebody who's probably about to interrupt us. Did
Oh?
he just put a wig on? Okay, never mind. I guess he's just gonna. Okay,
Huh.
never mind.
Okay. Well, I
Where were
mean,
we? Oh yeah, the place is terrible. You can't fix it, but it's home. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
that's where we were.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
I would
it's
argue that
worse for
Brett.
some people than others. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I guess that's probably true. But Brett left the city and he Actually, I think he got married before he left the city.
To his
Uh,
psychopath of a wife.
Now, is that Charlie?
Yeah,
Is she a
Charlie Woods.
psychopath?
She stabbed me.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I thought he was doing well, but maybe he's not doing as well as I thought.
I don't know. I mean, it's been 5 years, so I don't know.
Well, last time I saw him, him and I, we were towing and
Oh, so
went to
you're
the strip
talking to
club.
him?
I mean, yeah. I've spoken to him
Hmm.
for sure.
Hmm.
Is that a bad thing?
I mean, considering you fucked him up in the first place, or well, mostly Rick, but still.
Well, that's a
Forgive
name I
me if I
haven't
don't
heard in a
like
very
the
long
idea.
time. Understandable, understandable. But the way I kind of see it, family is still family. He was happy to see me. He thought I was dead. Thought I died in prison.
Hmm. Yeah,
Very
it's
difficult to
funny.
kill, though.
Hmm.
Case in point, me being here still.
Yeah.
How long have you been a therapist?
I mean, I'm 5 years away. I completed college. Yeah. Then I came right back here, so. I
Hmm.
mean, officially, it's been a few months now. Back here.
Hmm. I see. Well, I enjoy a good conversation with a therapist. I've spoken to
Mm-hmm.
my official therapist is serotonin.
Hmm.
Uh, but I've been talking to a few. Like I spoke to, her and who was it? Tanner.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I wanted to speak to Ziggy, but he never showed.
Ziggy.
Yeah, I guess Ziggy is a therapist or something.
He's not on a list of people Pixie told me.
Huh, interesting. Maybe he was lying.
Maybe.
Geez, who would lie about being a therapist? That sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
I don't know. There's some people offering up therapy in the yellow pages. I don't like how they offer it as free therapy. Like, we're not also doing free therapy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And there was the one dude charging like 1,500 for an hour of therapy or whatever.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
cheap, especially in this economy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the
Thank
fuck?
goodness. Well,
Hmm.
you know, I don't know. I think we need more therapists here. Like I said,
Yeah. So you just want to get to know all of them?
sure. I don't know. Especially one that I've met at least once or twice back in the day. Somebody was
Yeah.
tangentially related to me through my children.
Ugh.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I can't hold it back.
Understandable, I suppose. Not exactly the quintessential man of the year. I
Joanna holds a grudge.
suppose that's earned.
Yeah. I mean, I consider Brett a friend. Mm.
Hmm.
I don't think that your influence is very good on him. I haven't seen Brett in 5 years, but I'm not gonna drop him. I didn't drop him even though everyone thought I was fucked up for having him as a friend.
Well, that's what everybody always thinks. They're always just like, "Oh, stay away from that person because they're they're crazy or they're weird." You have to get to know them before you judge them.
I think they were judging the fact that he did almost kill me once, but
Well, I mean, hey, everybody almost kills somebody one time or another. I mean,
No?
it's just a fact of life, you know. It's just the
What?
way the world works, you know.
No. What?
What do you mean no?
That's not how it works.
I feel like, hey, if somebody hasn't tried to kill you at least once, you're not doing something right.
Hmm.
Oh God, are you gonna stab me?
What? No, I'm
Oh,
trying to
I thought you were
reposition
gesturing.
myself,
I thought you
damn
were
it.
about to grab for a knife in your
What
pants
the
pocket or
fuck?
something.
No!
Oh
No!
God, see, I thought you were about to be like, "I'll take that advice to
What
heart."
the fuck? I mean, that would be kind of funny,
That
but
would be
also
probably,
really bad.
yeah, also probably pretty bad. Like therapist stabs patient.
I mean, I have this stick. It's kind of sharp.
Oh God, that is a really sharp stick.
Yeah, exactly.
The hell did you get that?
Patrick gave it to me.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
Patrick gave you a stick?
yeah. I gave him a
What?
plant.
Okay, I mean, is he, is he growing a garden?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
okay. Well, tell him I want a stick too.
All right. Pixie
I want,
said she
I
had
want a
like
stick.
50 or something. You could talk to Pixie.
50 sticks?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll have to look into that. Sticks.
I noticed Pixie was left out of your list of therapists. Are you intimidated by her?
Well, Pixie and I've had uh, our back and forth a long, long time ago. And,
Oh?
I've kind of moved past Pixie at this point. More interested in the people that Pixie employs. Just,
I see.
yeah, I just like to see how they do it. How
You're a
you guys
serial
do it.
therapist hopper.
Yeah, yeah.
Just going from one to the next.
Also, my main therapist hasn't been around in a while, so, I'm just kind of viewing my options, I guess.
Hmm.
Just seeing how each one. I'll ask you maybe the same question that I've asked Tanner, and I actually haven't been able to ask Sarah yet, unfortunately. But I already kind of have figured this out, but I still would like to hear your opinion just to kind of, keep,
Hmm.
just to hear what your answer would be compared to some of the others I've asked this question to. But so, Ursula, right? Did you ever know
Yeah.
Ursula?
Yeah.
Well, we dated
Hmm.
for a very long time. We were still dating for the 5 years. And,
Hmm.
well, one day she kind of starts to text me a lot less and call me a lot less while I was away, working on earning my freedom. And she decides to. Well, actually, okay. When I get out of the situation that I was in, I then come back here to Los Santos and I find that she has turned off her emotions completely. And I come to find that it was because she had an emotional catharsis, which resulted in uh, her mental state resigning itself into her original form, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
And she had a choice to either remember all the horrible shit that happened to her in her life or turn off her emotions, and she chose the latter. In doing so, that sort of negated any and all of her feelings for anybody and everything, including me. Like, we're still friends. We still hang out, you know. We still talk. You know, I'm still there with her and every opportunity I can give to her.
So you haven't
But,
gotten
you
rid of
know,
all the feelings then?
well, no. I mean, she's open to friendship. She's just not open to anything other than just she doesn't want to be touched in any way, and you know, I'm fine with that. But at the same time, I'm also like, you know, her and I were together for a very long time, and suddenly it's like our relationship has shifted, and it's not because, you know, she broke up with me. It's literally because she can't feel anything, at least not to a very high level.
Hmm.
And well, it's
So much like Mabel, what the
I don't
heck?
I guess again I'll ask you the same question, like what do you do in that situation with somebody who can't feel, who did feel for you but just can't feel, and like you do do I wait
Hmm.
until she can feel again? Do I move on? Do I
Do
again,
you
I've
care
gotten
about her?
answers from other people, but you know, I just want to hear
Do
your
you
answer.
care
What was
about
that?
her?
Yes.
What would you consider yourself, Kenneth?
You mean?
Like, what do you think's wrong with you to cause you to be this evil person you are?
I mean, we could be here all night if I
Hmm?
gave you that answer. I mean, I acknowledge that I am a narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, whatever you want to call it, at least on the scales of the antisocial personality disorder.
Usually, those kinds of people don't feel about like care for people. They can fake it, which
Well,
makes you curious.
I've been told by Sarah that it's still possible to have certain feelings,
I
even if
suppose.
you are on that scale.
I'm
But
just
you
trying to
know,
gauge if you really do. It's interesting.
well, I mean, that depends on, I guess, how you would view that as a whole. It's not like
And
okay, well, Sarah thinks that I was always a narcissist, even when I was a kid, because I
yeah.
had a wealthy family. Uh, and, you
Hmm.
know, my parents were narcissistic, so she believes I inherited it, and that might have been part of the reason why I was able to survive all the shit that I went through that eventually led me to to where I went. So maybe you could also make the argument that it was an acquired thing. I wasn't born to murder people, Joanna. I wasn't something I had planned to do. Like, you know what? I'm gonna kill a
Yeah.
bunch of people.
Hmm.
I didn't even kill animals, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, do you want that information? Do you want me to tell you these things?
No, I
Do you
mean,
want me to
I'm just curious and just thinking, about how your relationship would be. It
what
seems
if
like
I wasn't a serial killer or
no,
psychopath?
no, but I'm just trying to think of like what you feel for her and what she feels for you.
Well,
If you actually do feel for her.
she's one of the only people I've ever felt these types of emotions for.
Hmm.
Ever.
Well, then I think, just like anyone else, you have to make a decision about how you care about people, what you want to do to keep them with you, how you're willing to have that love, if you want it platonically or romantically. Because there's not much you can do to change things for her right now. But you get to decide the context of your relationship.
So what? Basically just like I decide? But you're supposed to decide for me.
No, I cannot decide anything for
You're
you.
supposed to decide
You
for
have to
me.
decide what you want. I can't tell you what you want.
Oh darn.
Yeah, it's not that easy. I'm not a mind reader.
I mean, like I said, I've told other therapists this back when I was more emotionally distraught about it. Like now, I'm a little bit more accepting of the reality that that's just the way it is, and one day she will probably, snap out of it, and it'll be good. I mean, she even
You
told me
shouldn't wait for
herself,
that, though.
saying I shouldn't wait for that.
I mean, you shouldn't, like, what if it never happens?
I
Then
mean, it
what?
may never happen, I guess, but
And then what would you do? Are you just holding out the hope that one day she'll be like the person you used to know?
well, to be fair, I never thought I would fall in love with anybody when I came to this city. Uh, Matter of fact, I even avoided the concept of love for a very long time. So, like, it wasn't really until her that that changed. So, I'm, I don't know, I guess either it's her or it's no one. I don't know. Do I strike you as somebody who wants to have a romantic relationship with many people? I, you're speechless.
No, oh, sorry. I'm. I do. I. I don't see you as someone that like that.
Hmm.
But I'm just saying that. Are you just holding out, hope that one day she'll be better? Is that your whole reason for holding on to this relationship?
No. I mean,
No?
I'm always going to love her, but like, and I was friends with her before I was in love with her. I mean, I can be friends with her still now. I'm just curious. I mean, if I were to just let go of that, what if she suddenly started having feelings again and I wasn't there? And then she fell in love with someone else.
Hmm. I mean, you think she wouldn't call you up? You think she wouldn't be
Well,
like, hey, I'm feeling like myself again?
I mean, she did say that I was the one, but
Yeah, do you not, like, trust her?
no, I do. Maybe that came off not exactly the right way. It's just, listen, I'm
Joanne's being
confused
very
about this whole
uncharitable.
thing, so I don't really know how it works. But like, you know, she she was open. She has an open relationship. I was
Hmm.
closed. Um, we agreed that she could sleep around and have her fun on her own, even when we were together. So I'm just saying that there's always that possibility because she's open that she could, you know,
Hmm.
I guess choose someone else over me. I guess that's always been a possibility.
Hmm.
She never has. The other people that she was with, actually, she murdered her last boyfriend. Now when I think about it,
Wow. Love is in the
yeah,
air.
yeah, love was definitely in the air. Yeah, yeah, she was. She was dating other people while she was dating me. But I mean, I was also in prison, so I mean, I wasn't gonna be like you. I am the only one for you. That would be kind of, you know,
Hi, Restus.
I might be a
Yeah, it is.
fucking psychopath who kills people for the lulls, but I wouldn't, want to crush somebody's, ability to, you know, engage in, love activities and whatnot. I'm not as bad a guy as you might think, Joanna.
Hmm. I mean, a serial killer that's stabbed, tortured many people, brainwashed people, fucked over people's lives. I think you're pretty bad.
I mean, other than that, other
Oh,
than that,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
actually
other
pretty
than that,
swell.
yeah,
Other than
totally,
all
totally.
that,
Oh my gosh, yeah, we could just throw that aside.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Other than all that stuff, I'm actually pretty chill to talk to.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
wanted to,
Hmm.
if people wanted, to talk to me, I listen. I listen to people, and I'm not. My point, Joanna, is that I'm not like. Well, I am controlling, but I'm not controlling in that way, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Controlling in certain aspects, but I'm not controlling in, having people, think that they owe me something.
Hmm.
I never laid a single finger on Ursula.
Oh no,
Ursula
I
and
don't think
I's
that.
love was entirely organic.
I can see that.
I mean, I doubt we would have been together had it not been organic.
Yeah.
Given my history, given who I am, I mean, it would be probably impossible for most people to develop that type of feeling for me. Not that I'm really asking for it. I
Oh
like this
God.
conversation. I'm enjoying myself.
Hmm. That's good.
Wait, Brett.
Yeah.
So wait, how you say he was your friend? Like in what
Yes.
way was he your friend?
He was a friend. I'd talk to him. He'd talk to me about her stuff. I wanted to make sure he was okay.
I see. And you were concerned about him?
Of course. I wanted to see him be better.
Well, what if he was better?
I'd be very happy.
Well, what I mean is, like, what if, he was, like, you know, just fine?
I don't
Like,
think
what
he'd ever.
made you think that he wasn't fine?
You're kidding me, right?
Well, I mean,
You're seriously. You're not kidding me.
okay, let me try and explain this.
What?
Before he knew me, he was kind of not necessarily in the best place.
Yeah. I know that.
So we put him into a better place.
No, you fucked him up even more.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't my decision. It just that
You
was
let
all
Rick
Rick's.
do it.
I didn't let him do it. He
Oh,
just
yeah,
decided to
sure.
do it. I didn't know who Brett even was until like later.
Hmm.
After Rick had already put him to,
And you
to
still let
work.
Rick be in your little group. Still a
Yeah, because
tacit
Rick.
endorsement.
Did you ever speak to Rick? Did you ever know
What?
Rick at all?
Yes!
Did you?
Jesus Christ.
Like, was he like your therapist? Was he your patient?
No, he was the first person I met in the city.
Oh. I listen. I don't know a whole lot about you, Joanna. I've only heard like little bits and pieces and stuff. I
God.
just knew that you knew Brett. I didn't know you really had anything to do with Rick.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot to do with Rick.
Hmm.
That's the reason why I care about Brett. Because Rick, I know the damage Rick can do. I know how fucked up he is. So I felt bad for Brett.
Hmm. So you knew that Rick was fucked up.
After the fact, I did.
What does that mean exactly?
I mean,
So you like were close to Rick? Like you
yeah,
were like in what way were you close to Rick? Like were you like
friends.
you were friends? You were like actual friends?
Yeah.
I mean, Rick did know a lot of people. The funny part about Rick is that despite everything about Rick, he was a very sociable person,
Yeah, he was.
which is odd when you sit and think about it in hindsight because I mean, he was not well.
Nope. I don't know. Rick's probably
You
dead.
didn't try to help him then?
No, I was fucked up when I first came to the city.
You were fucked up.
Yeah.
In what way?
Chronically sleep deprived. Horrifically addicted to coffee. Sometimes hallucinating because I was so far into sleep deprivation. Fucked up. And Rick was there to make it all worse.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah. So I can see past diverging if I didn't step away from Rick. Where could I have been? Could I have been like Brett?
So you had a whole personal sort of investment.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a conflict there?
I wasn't an official therapist.
Oh, right. I guess that's true.
I think he only called me because he didn't want to talk to an official therapist.
I see. I don't know what's become of Rick. I don't know if he's still in prison. I don't know.
God, I hope so. No one Joy hates
I'll be
more
fair.
than Rick.
I'll be blunt. I think he's probably better off in prison.
Yeah.
You know, him and I didn't always see eye to eye either. Matter of fact, actually, we had major disagreements when it came down to the things he did. Like I said, I'm not as bad as you might think I am. I may have allowed things to happen, but I didn't always like it.
I still consider you pretty fucking bad. I'm just gonna be completely honest there.
Fair. Very fair. And I don't expect anybody to think any less, you know? I'm not here to prove that, oh, I'm a changed man, I'm a nice guy now.
But you still come back to the place where you hurt everyone.
I know, right?
So I figure you just want to do more of that.
I came back because I wanted to find Ursula.
And now what?
Well, I guess I have something to stay for, because one day, if she chose to feel again for me, I'll be here. You know, I can rebuild, I can come up with new things, and I can find some way to make this life matter in this city. Just knowing that one day, it'll be worth it. Budget-friendly therapist? What the fuck?
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. I'm literally free.
Wait, is he the one who does the 1,000?
No.
Oh, okay. You know, the way I kind of see it, this city had its chance to see me feel bad about the things I did. It really did.
Yeah, and then what changed?
Being denied for parole twice.
You're a fucking serial killer! Why would they let you out? You murdered people! You had a whole group of serial killers!
Yeah, but I felt bad about it.
Oh,
Johanna,
yeah.
for a
Oh,
little
no.
while.
Oh, that's so sad
Yeah,
for
I
you.
felt bad about it.
Yeah, I know.
I felt bad about it.
I don't think sociopaths can feel bad about that kind of stuff.
Isn't that how it works? You're supposed to say that you feel bad, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then you get let out, you know, and everything's good, right?
No. I think you're mad about the consequences of your own actions. And you're using that as justification for doing the same things that got you into the situation in the first place. And you know what? You know, repeating the same thing over and over again is called...
Insanity?
Yep.
Well, I've had my, I guess, brushes with sanity and insanity, so I mean, I've kind of been there, done that.
Oh, Bert.
But here's the thing, actually. There won't be a repeat. And And that's
Oh yeah, I'd expect a different
mostly
result.
because
Yeah.
not because like, like I said, not because I'm a changed man, but because I'm just kind of bored. I'm bored of it.
You're bored of the killing and torturing?
Well, I mean, never say never to anything, Johanna, but at the same time, it's like, what more do I have to prove, you know?
Is this all about proving something?
I mean, it was.
Proving to what? Your parents? The world? The people that fucked you over?
Just kind of proving, proving the fact that pain is a constant, Pain is a holdover for everybody, Everybody experiences pain, Johanna. And, everybody needed to feel some pain, you know?
That's your justification. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Well,
That's your justification?
maybe. I don't know. It's hard to explain, Johanna.
Yeah, yeah. I feel pain, so everyone else must. It's like a super villain would say.
Maybe. I don't know. I always preferred the terms of being I always preferred being called a supervillain as opposed to a serial killer. You know.
I see. Now, where's your superpowers if you're a super villain?
Unfortunately, I left them at my in my apartment. My costume and my
That's how Pain from Naruto acted.
fun
God.
disposition.
I see, I see. He's so easy to make fun of. And Joanne does not give a shit about his feelings.
How much pain have you felt in your life, Joanna?
A lot?
How much pain have you felt in your life?
A lot.
Hmm.
More than you'd know.
I see.
T from the Matrix. Wait, you think I'm just a person with nothing to worry about in my life?
There's always something to worry about.
Think I have it all figured out?
I assume not.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite have it all figured out either.
And now do you?
Maybe. You get thrust out into a world that you don't understand, and you react accordingly. For 20 years, I didn't really. For 20 years, I lived my life a very specific way because I was made to. And then when I was put out into the real world, the free world, as it were, well, it kind of. The world kind of gets what it pays for when that happens, Whether intentional, unintentional. Like, I never wanted to do any of that shit.
Oh, you didn't want to do it?
No.
Oh, the world hurt you so much.
Well, no, the world didn't hurt me. It was the place I was in that hurt me.
But then you take it
made
out on the
me-
world?
Well, I mean, I said that much myself at my hearings.
You didn't take it back on the people that actually hurt you? And you say that you didn't want to hurt the people that you hurt?
Oh, trust me, I took it back on them tenfold the last 5 years.
But not earlier?
Well,
I think you're just kidding
didn't know
yourself
where they
here.
were, Johanna.
You're just kidding yourself here.
In what way? Let's discuss.
I mean, you say that you were hurt by these people. You put
Mhm.
out into the world. You decide, man, I really don't want to hurt any of these people, but I'm going to anyway.
Let me rephrase. I wanted to hurt these people.
There we
I
go.
very much did want to hurt these people. But I was not wanting to be, quote unquote, trained to do this. I didn't ask to be trained to
Hmm.
do that.
Yeah.
It just happened because I was made to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got out of that situation, I did what I was taught here. I admit that.
Mm-hmm.
I continued to do what I was taught on the inside because that was the only thing I knew. That was the only thing that I loved to do. You know, PTSD comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah. Do you think that's an excuse, though?
I don't know.
Do you think you're just using that as a shield? There's a lot of people with PTSD out there. A lot of people from really, really bad situations who don't
Yeah, but
do the
my
things you
situation
do.
was really, really bad. It was
Hmm.
really, really bad, Johanna.
Do you think that gives you a free pass?
Maybe it doesn't give me a free pass, but
Clearly, you realized this at some point that what you were taught was bad. Did you continue on doing what you were doing before anyway?
well, imagine having to leave a war, you know? When all you knew was the war. You ever seen the Hurt Locker?
No.
Well, basically, that dude, he like had to go and disarm bombs and shit. And he was really good at it. He loved doing it. And then he had to leave the war. He went back home and he just could not handle it. He could not deal with it. He was so good at his job that he actually left his family to go back to war just so he could go back to disarming
Hmm.
bombs because he just could not handle it
All
in
I'm
the real
hearing are
world.
excuses. Oh. Hmm.
So I guess in that sense, what I did was a reaction to not being able to continue doing what I was doing before.
Hmm.
I mean, I couldn't go back to that place. That place was in ruins. I guess thus was sort of the genesis of Carcer World. Well, if I can't go back home, I can bring home here.
Home that hurt you?
Yeah. Then I could have other people experience even maybe 1% of all of that shit.
That's so super really.
Of course, people, they get hurt with 1% of all that shit, and it's the worst thing ever that's ever happened to them. But, they've never lived lives. They never
Hmm.
lived lives outside of their perfect little world.
How do you know that?
I mean, hey, look at this place. The sun is shining, the temperature is rising.
It's fucking Los Santos. People get
It's
shot.
beautiful here, Johanna.
People get shot. They get stabbed. They get tortured.
Yeah, but do they get held up in torture chambers for 20 years?
Ah,
Bet you that doesn't happen here very often.
I mean, listen. There's a lot of people from a lot of walks of life in this city. And I think you're just trying to play the trauma Olympics here. To say, oh, the worst. Everyone else has got it so much easier compared to me. So I can do whatever I want. He's actually pained. I love
Well,
him. I
clearly
love him.
now I don't feel like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. Because you realize the consequences of your action. Only one stabbing. God.
Listen, I speak all this to you
Mhm.
as like a patient talking to his doctor. It's not as if I don't understand
Yeah.
where you're coming from
I
or
mean, I'm
where
not being a very
I'm
good doctor right
coming
now. I'm
from.
going to be
You're
100%
not,
certain.
actually.
No, I
I love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the best therapist for you, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
Well, how do we know that, though, for sure? You know? Did you think that you were going to be good for Brett?
Hmm, I had stuff in common with him.
Hmm.
Brett felt remorse.
Hmm. You sure about that?
Yeah. There's a lot about him that you didn't know. There's a lot that you didn't want to see. Brett was hurt, but he's not broken. Not completely.
I never thought he was broken.
Hmm.
I think he was good just the way he was.
Yeah. After
Maybe
you
we
hurt
have
him like
two
that.
different ways of looking at that, but
The man that was in a lot of pain, you think he was okay? Can you only relate to other people in pain? Is that it? Do you want to hurt other people because it's the only way you can connect with them?
now I think we might be onto something.
Oh! Huh. Oh.
That's good. That's good.
Fucking big brain moves right here.
I mean, I have. It's interesting because there have been times where after I've attacked somebody, I have wanted to protect them.
Huh.
Never really understood why.
Interesting. You think that you're the only one that can hurt them enough where they can understand you, and then when they understand you, you don't want them to be hurt anymore because it's like looking at yourself in a way.
Maybe.
You're trying to protect that version of yourself that was only a little bit hurt. Tiny scared
Maybe.
child inside.
Maybe.
Hmm.
That being said, I'm not so insane that I don't realize that they would never view me as somebody who could be their friend.
Yeah.
Though that being said, it has happened. This city is
Mm.
crazy.
That is true.
So I mean, what do you say to that exactly? If somebody feeds into my need, then who really is crazy? Am I crazy or is this place crazy? I don't know. El Ursula was a victim of Carcer World, and she fell in love with the leader.
Who was that?
Wait, the leader?
You?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. Said that
Yeah.
very vaguely.
Oh.
Because you mentioned he was also in an open relationship before, so I was like, Okay.
But yeah, she was with me, and she was, she was open, and I was closed. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
So you hurt her, and then you started dating?
Well, I didn't hurt her specifically. It was one
Oh
of my
yeah, it was just the people
kids
that
that
you.
did that. But,
Ah yes, yes. Who specifically?
Jocelyn Wayne,
Hmm.
and like I think one of her acolytes. I think probably Josiah or whatever. There were a lot of us. There were definitely a lot of us.
Hmm.
I didn't necessarily agree with everything that they all did, but
Still, it was your people.
I didn't necessarily believe in the idea that she could bring her dead brother back to life. I wasn't exactly
What?
fully on board with that, but she was
Hmm.
essentially my daughter, so.
Hmm.
What's a dad to do? I mean, I tried punishing her
Not.
when she did some terrible shit that I really didn't like, but
How do you punish her?
imagine.
Did you stab her?
No. I never actually got physical with anybody, surprisingly enough.
Hmm.
I'd yell, but she was kind of like a teenager, a spoiled brat. She didn't get her way. She was like Angelica Pickles from the Rugrats.
Hmm.
Lashing out.
Your girl was fucked up last night.
But then she died in my arms. That was sad.
Hmm.
While we were both in prison.
Hey man.
I remember
But at
that.
the same time, I guess I kind of felt like this is probably the best thing for her.
No, this is not a reasonable time for Tetris. God damn it. Hmm.
Let's play some hoops later. Right on.
Well, because my point is that she had been through a lot, and
Yeah.
I suppose that was the thing that was probably going to put her at peace.
Traffic was backed up
Hmm.
for miles.
I didn't kill her. I didn't kill her.
What? I
Just in
didn't
case
say
you
anything.
thought
Why
that.
are you? You're being very defensive. Jeez.
I'm just saying I didn't kill her.
I
It was
mean,
another
you're.
serial killer.
I wasn't implying anything like that. What?
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Every time you get your fucking period, we fight.
Well.
I don't know. Smoke some weed or something.
Hmm. You're a very interesting man.
Am I?
Yeah. Very strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Never would have guessed. I know.
Never would have guessed that. You're a very, very strange man.
Yeah. But I have no sympathy for you.
I mean, that's fine.
There's a limit to how much leeway I'll give a person. And it's a pretty long limit. I'd say I can forgive a lot of stuff. But
Well, I'm not asking for anybody's empathy.
yeah.
If people want to hightail it away from me as soon as they see me walking towards them, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Hmm.
Am I supposed to feel bad about that? Am I supposed to, be like, oh, why is that happening? I want to be friends with you.
Hmm. What are these clown games? Oh, that looks fun.
Are
Scavenger
people
hunt.
checking in on you?
No, no, just looking at Twatter. Chalupa! Well, listen. We're doing like a therapy session with Mr. Smiley right now. I think, I think if, you really want me as a therapist, this is what it's gonna have to... I'm not gonna cherry coat anything, or, no, what is it?
I don't want
Sugar
you
coat?
to. Sugarcoat, yes,
Yeah.
sugarcoat. That's the
Yeah.
word.
Whatever.
But I did get you to want to maybe have a second session now, did I?
I mean, you're pretty interesting, I will say that. And you're also kind of fun to make fun of.
Oh, well, gee.
Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, you make it pretty easy.
Well,
Hello, all
well.
you new people. Hello. Thank you for the love. I saw you were playing
I'm here to
Helldivers.
be everybody's comedy act or whatever.
Yep. This raid notification does not go
Yeah.
away.
Just so you're aware, though, you should be fine.
What?
Like,
Fine.
You know, yeah, you'll be fine. You know, you won't ever have to worry about me.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What
Don't ever have to
about-
worry about me, Johanna.
What about your other people?
You don't have to worry about them either. I don't even know if they know you.
All right. That's good to
Well,
know.
if Brett does show up again, I can probably, point you in his direction.
The memes. All right, that's good to know.
Yes.
I miss him. God.
I miss him too.
Yep. I'm sure you do.
Thanks for talking to me, Johanna. Appreciate it.
Yep. This guy's paid from Naruto. God. Okay. We just finished up a session with Mr. Smiley. Joanna spent the whole time making fun of him. Because she really does not like him. What about admins? I can kind of get it, but also I don't like it, really. I don't know. I get why. But I don't know, I kind of enjoy the fun sometimes.
Hello.
But yeah. Joanna was not very lenient there. And she was definitely having a bit too much fun making fun of him. Oh god. But thank you so much for the rage, Lupa. Oh god. Sometimes you just want to be a bit mean to your therapy patients. And you know that's what they want. I mean, he's a sociopath with a long history of violence. Psychoanalyze him as that. Ah! Oh! Jesus,
You
dude!
got a fucking death wish?
What? But you're the one driving like bajillion miles down the road!
It's my bad. You alright?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Need a
alright.
bandage?
No, I'm going to the hospital.
Righto.
Alright. I ran back.
Hey, Doc.
Hello. God. That was great. I love interacting with Too Little Trolling on a past serial killer. Yeah. Listen, man. He called himself a super villain.
Did you get is the key in the ignition still up there?
Thanks for they're not taking it like you normally do.
Yeah.
Drive me, driver.
God. That was so good. I like when I get to be a bit mean.